In previous lecture, we studied about empirical formula. Now we are going to start molecular formula. So let's get started. First of all, formation of molecules. How molecules are formed? Molecules are formed by a combination of atoms. For example, if we talk about benzene, which is shown here, C6H6 benzene. Here there are two elements, carbon and hydrogen, two elements, but molecules are formed by combination of atoms. Okay, 6 atoms of carbon and 6 atoms of hydrogen. It means there are total number of 12 atoms. Another example, glucose. 3 elements which are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Now let's count its atoms. 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen. It means total number of atoms are 24 in case of glucose. One more example, hydrogen peroxide, which is shown here. It have formula H2O2. It is its molecular formula. The molecular formula shows actual number of atoms in a molecule. So let's count it. H2O2. There are 2 atoms of hydrogen and 2 atoms of oxygen. It means there are total number of 4 atoms in hydrogen peroxide. Let's define molecular formula. Molecular formula show actual number of atoms. Actual number of atoms of each element present in a molecule of that compound. Okay, I am repeating it for you. Molecular formula show actual number. In reality, how many atoms are present? Actual number of atoms of each element. Element, as we studied in previous slide, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. These are element. Okay, in a molecule of that compound. For example, benzene. Again, now how actual number of atoms in benzene is a compound, or you can say that benzene is a molecule. Both are same, ठीक है? No worries about it. Benzene is molecule as well as compound. इसके बारे में डिटेल में हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था प्रीवियस लेक्चर में. You can go and find about it. Okay, now benzene C6H6. It means there are 2 elements, carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen are elements. Now let's count its atoms, 6 and 6. Okay, glucose C6H12O6, 3 atoms, 3 elements, sorry, 3 elements, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. And now let's count its atoms, 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen. Hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. Now let's recall empirical formula. It is the simplest whole number ratio. Yes, whole number ratio of atoms present in a compound. We learnt about it in a previous lecture. Now, what's the relationship between empirical formula and molecular formula? What's the relationship between them? Okay, let's talk about its relationship. Molecular formula is equal to empirical formula multiplied by n, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. It could be 5, 6, 7 and up to infinity, no matters. Okay. For example, to further illustrate, let's do an example. Molecular formula benzene is C6H6. Okay, done. This is its molecular formula. Molecular formula show its actual number of atoms. The number of atoms present in a molecule or a compound which is derived from empirical formula. So, molecular formula is derived from empirical formula. Let's do it again. Molecular formula is derived from empirical formula. Empirical formula is CH. So, it's a simple whole number ratio. 1:1, carbon 1, hydrogen 1. So, now how could you relate it? Molecular formula and empirical formula. How could you relate it? Now, let's relate it. You can simply multiply with 6. If you multiply empirical formula with 6, then you will get this C6H6, which is its molecular formula. So, to make your concept clear, I have drawn chart for it. Okay, number 1 compound is benzene. Empirical formula is CH. If you multiply this empirical formula with N, you will get molecular formula C6H6, and molecular formula shows actual number of atoms present in it, whereas empirical formula shows whole number ratio. So its ratio is 1:1, carbon 1, hydrogen 1. But if you multiply it with 6, then you will get molecular formula. Another example, glucose. Its empirical formula is CH2O, and if you multiply it with N, which is equal to 6, then you will get C6H12O6. Another example, hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, its empirical formula is HO, simple HO, and N number is equal to 2. If you multiply empirical formula with N, then you will get, by multiplying, I am putting the sign of multiplication. If you multiply empirical formula with N, then you will get H2O2, which is its molecular formula. The last one is water, H2O. Now, in case of water, empirical formula is equivalent to molecular formula. How? Because N is equal to 1. By multiplying, again I am showing sign of multiplication. If you multiply water, empirical formula of water with 1, then you will get again the same molecular formula, which is equivalent to its empirical formula. Both are same because N is equal to 1. Same empirical and molecular formula. There are compounds which has same empirical and molecular formula. For example, water, because in case of water, N is equal to 1. Methane, CH4, again N is equal to 1. Carbon monoxide, N is equal to 1. Carbon dioxide, N is equal to 1. And hydrogen chloride is again N is equal to 1. Now, it's your time now. Your turn. What you have learned in this lecture, you have to apply whatever you learned into that question. Okay? Are you ready? I am revising all the topic again for you. In this lecture, we'll learn about molecular formula. Molecular formula shows actual number of atoms. Okay, and how empirical formula and molecular formula is related with each other. When you multiply N with empirical formula, then you will get molecular formula. And there are many compounds which have same empirical and molecular formula because their N is equal to 1. So, now your turn. Which of the following have molecular formula? Okay, now you have to decide which of the following have molecular formula. Is it water, sodium chloride, hydrogen iodide, and H2SO4? So, comment in below comment section and revise these lectures again and again to make your concept clear. That's all for today.